Hey guys, how's it going? And we're back with yet another anime battle. This time we're dealing with Kenpachi versus Zoro.
Let's see who wins. Kenpachi versus Zoro. With this matchup, they're both going to be before the time skip, just to be fair on this. And starting out with the Kenpachi, Kenpachi, he's really strong. He can
Oh yeah,
he can
yeah,
barely
that's
be
not questionable.
pierced down. Like if you saw the Soul Society arc, which is everyone's favorite,
Yeah,
it's like number 2 on my list.
his
But
introduction I think was the most striking to me.
yes, yeah. So,
So
and if you recall when he said like "Fierce me, Ichigo," like try to take me down, he could barely get to
yeah,
him. Not to mention, not just because he's strong. Let's go battle this. Now we have the computer with us just to be 100% sure we have it. So let's go down. Let's go down and see. What we see here, he has really good hand-to-hand skills.
like just
Like he can
throw people
just throw
anywhere.
him away without using a sword. And he also has like advanced spiritual energy. Like
He's
it's
only gonna do that with people he finds
really
like
strong. And
yeah,
I'm pretty sure Kenpachi thinks Zoro is pretty strong as well.
yeah,
He doesn't. He has that emotion that like I'm not going to fight you unless you're really really strong. Like if you can really make me bleed.
yeah, and probably something
Like remember from the Fullbring arc, like he says like, "Oh, this is effing boring because that guy he just killed with one shot."
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Let's go down the list.
Let's
He also has he has a energy wave, which is pretty good as well.
that just shows how his opponents can be like, just like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
his rent suit. That's part of his rent suit.
Yeah, so they can just be in like awe, so
Yeah. He also has really immense strength with holding the sword up, like from that guy of
that guy, he has like
Naraki. What was his name? Like
Neotros.
Neotris or
Yeah,
whatever.
Neotros.
It's really hard to pronounce. Like from the Wakamuna arc, how he was able to pull it up. It was actually one of my favorite fights.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Wasn't Ichigo fighting him before?
Yeah, he was
yeah.
before, but he was weak from Grimjow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go up the list.
His speed though.
His speed, yes.
He has
His
very
speed.
bad speed.
And not to mention his final move, which it's not really a final move, it's more like a trump card, his eye patch. That amounts of energy from his eye patch. God, it's intense.
Did you? Okay,
It's really intense.
When I recall that from the anime, as soon as he revealed it the first time, he just took it off. I swear to God, like
you
the
thought
screen.
Ichigo was gonna die.
Yeah, the screen just went like yellow, I think, and it was just this immense like. It didn't turn like black and white the screen for a second.
I think so. I'm not sure.
So that kind of goes to show you he's not someone you would mess with.
Yeah. Okay, now let's move on to Zoro.
Zoro.
We all know Zoro. He's 3 sword style guy. He's gonna be the next powerful swordsman once the
Master swordsman.
when the manga ends, or at least when he beats Mihawk around there.
That is coming soon.
Hopefully, but that's not gonna be for a while.
Oh yeah, okay. So the Onigiri, I think that's what it's.
Yeah.
That's his most famous one that he used in the first
Yeah,
half of the series.
yeah, and not just 3 sword style. He's also good with 1 sword style, 2 sword style, and also with
But his best and most famous.
his best is 3 sword style.
Yeah, best is. And then we got that.
Not to mention he can make his slashes like some type of energy, like he can. It's basically like you just like Phoenix, like Pound Phoenix, like not the time skip one, but where he can like take his swords out and like slashes
Yeah.
goes towards the opponent. That's pretty powerful
He
too.
can also slice through huge objects.
Yes,
and
he
then,
can slice through huge objects.
Uh,
He can cut through steel.
and since we're doing the pre-time skip,
Yeah.
although he can cut through many elements, he still can't cut through some.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly what, but I'm probably going to learn afterwards. But he did learn to cut iron, and then what was the
Yeah.
other one? When he cut through like buildings and stuff. So he has huge amounts of power in that.
Yeah. So let's get into the battle now. You think that Zoro will do the first move like against Kenpachi, like, and Kenpachi would be like,
No, no,
show me what you got, and he's not going to do anything. Kenpachi's probably just not going to do anything.
Kenpachi's the usually one who usually toys with people.
Yeah, he just waits to see what he can do.
He's probably just going to stand there all buff. He's going to be like, come at me. And that's what Zoro's going to do. He's going to feel insulted. He's going to feel like, oh my god, he thinks I'm just useless or whatever. So he's going to come out. He's going to probably start with a weak attack.
Yeah.
Is one of his, the one that we were talking about, the Onigiri that he used in the first.
And I have a feeling that Kenpachi's not going to feel anything from that. He's not going to.
Yeah, he's gonna do his, when he slices through and he just comes back, like he faces the opposite way when he slashes. He's gonna do that, and then we wait, and then nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah, and then Kenpachi probably walks away and says like, "Oh, this is gonna be effing boring."
Yeah,
and then Zoro might just pull out one of his strongest, not his strongest ones yet, but maybe like at least cut his cheek. Like the sword.
The tiger one? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, maybe the tiger one.
Okay. We can do that. Yeah, that would probably not a whole lot of damage to Kenpachi.
Yeah, he'll probably be like, it might cut his cheek or somewhere around him, and he'd be like, huh, okay, now let's see what you really got. And Kenpachi might, like, with his amount of speed, might come out of nowhere.
Yeah, and then strike him back.
Yeah, maybe he might just, like, when he sees him right there with his speed, and he's, like, standing near, he might use his sword to, like, strike him, and then he takes his sword and, like, Kenpachi grabs it, and then he, like, throws him away, like, can't you see that?
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah, like, he's hand-to-hand combat, you just, like, throw him.
Like what he did to, like, most of the people in the anime of Bleach. He just, like, literally grabs them and just throws them through the trees and stuff.
And now this is when Zoro brings out his three-sword style and tries to attack him head-on. And then Kenpachi takes out his sword, his Nozarashi, and then blocks it.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, and then like they do an epic sword fighting motion.
Yeah.
And Kenpachi's really good, like with his sword mastering skills.
And then this is also dealing with Zoro has a special type of sword that he likes to keep, the demon sword, and that sword is not a joke. That's a pretty strong sword in this series, and I remember, like, you have to be fitted to even use that sword, right? And Zoro is really, powerful when it comes to that.
Yeah. Would you think Zoro will probably, like, use some type of, like, let's see what he can go through.
I mean, he's cut through many large enemies.
Yeah. I have a feeling he might do that, The Sanjoji Sagen.
Or the Three Swords, 3,000 Worlds.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to do that against Kenpachi. And maybe Kenpachi will feel a little bit more damage with this,
Yeah, I wouldn't say too much damage on Kenpachi.
Yeah, not too much damage.
But you have to remember, he still has his eye patch covered.
Yeah, he still has his eye patch covered.
Yeah,
and
eye covered with his eye patch.
See, that's the. What if he uses that against him? The Hachman Ho. Oh, that's the 100-pound Phoenix, which
it just throws you off. I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah. You think Kenpachi will feel damage to that?
He's pretty. I mean, he's like
maybe when when Zoro gets him off guard.
This is I think he would. I think Zoro would only use this when the enemy's not paying attention.
Yeah.
Because if he's looking straight at Zoro and he's obviously, because of his speed, he's gonna probably dodge it or something.
Yeah. Now, when do you think Kenpachi will get really, really damaged that he'll have to take off his eye patch?
When Zoro keeps on getting up from Kenpachi's attacks.
Yeah.
And then I think I could imagine this. I don't know if you can, but let's just say Kenpachi has done all this, his joking around, and his just bullying Zoro, whatever. And then at the final moment, Zoro gets up. He's all battered up, damaged, and everything. And then he's like, I'm not going to lose. And then Kenpachi, this is when he gets serious.
Yeah, and he takes off the eye patch.
He's going to take off the eye patch, and then we see like black and white, like we did in the anime of Bleach or whatever. And then
he brings out this energy field and strikes him,
Yeah, and then
his red shield. Bam!
His speed increases, his battle power increases, his stamina increases. I mean, everything increases so dramatically when he takes off his I pass.
You think he would do? You think Zoro? You probably didn't get to it yet, but Zoro has 9 sword style, and I have a feeling he would do this against Kenpachi. Like,
I could see that. I'm not too familiar with that just yet, but
it's pretty powerful. It's really powerful.
I'm imagining Zoro is really good with 3 swords. I could only imagine how good he would be with 9
Well,
swords.
it's not really 9 swords. It's basically like
It's like a mirage or whatever.
Yeah, mirage. Like, and then it's like he goes towards.
But it's more powerful
then,
than a 3.
Yeah, it's more powerful.
Yeah,
than a 3.
so it's gonna have.
It's gonna have a huge amount of damage on Kenpachi.
I just saw our battle is coming to almost to a conclusion now.
Yeah. So time for the conclusions.
Results. So who do you think is gonna win this battle?
I'm going with Kenpachi. I'm going with Kenpachi. He's a strong dude, and I don't think Kenpachi can lose to Zoro because
I think
of all what he's doing, especially with his eye patch off, with all the amount of strength that he has.
Yeah.
There's been a number of people that brought down Kenpachi, and that was Ichigo, and
Aizen would have brought him down.
Yeah, Aizen would have brought him down. And if I don't want to get into too ahead of the time skip, but that's a little amount of people that took down Kenpachi. I just can't see him lose to Zoro. But
yeah, and we were actually searching about this earlier, and then we found some good results online. Zoro and versus Kenpachi. It's a famous. Everyone knows about it. Almost everybody knows about it. But I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be Zoro, and it's just I just cannot see Zoro losing to somebody who just takes power like that for granted.
Well, they're both badass.
Yeah, it's true, but I just can't see my man Zoro losing to a guy like that. I mean, he's gonna find a way. There's got to be some, his ability that he can just. Now, if we were talking about post TimeSkip, I could imagine he'd probably be more powerful. But
that's for another day.
But I have to go with Zoro on this one.
All right, so I say Kenpachi. You said Zoro.
I said Zoro.
Who do you guys think might win this anime battle?
Say Zoro, please.
Okay, so that's it from us. And if you guys have an anime battle for us, just put in the comment below and we might consider it. And like and subscribe, that'd be great. So, catch you guys later.
Bye.